Hello, welcome to the Atrioc broadcast, March 25th, 2025. It's a pleasure and an honor to see you in chat. But obviously, I'm here decked out in a Spectacore merch. Check it out. Get it yourself. It's pretty swag. I don't think it's for sale right now. Buy it on eBay. Send a Spectacore a $250 check to make him print you an extra copy. Hello, Blue SR. Hello, A1 Sauce. Your name is A1 Sauce Chugger. Bro loves A1. That's fucking fire. Bro fucking knows what he likes on his steak. And he doesn't just dabble it on there. He chugs it. That's Giga Chad. Your account, the GOAT, man. I never know when you're live is like a treat. Well, first of all, Rod the God, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. However, I'm live pretty much every day at around 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Except for Sundays. I take Sundays off. People are spamming Copium, but really, that is the case. That really is the case. Like, I'm not fucking around with that. I am live pretty much every day around 6:30, 7 p.m. Pacific. It's not certainly no cause for copium. You can't drink beer on stream. That's illegal. First of all, it's not. And second of all, this is a Topo Chico water. So I'm not sure that you've got me dead to rights on that legal ground. Dunk your face in it. That's actually a really good idea. I should pour a bunch of these in a bowl and then dunk my face in it. You drink spicy water? Do you call carbonated water spicy water? Feels tacky. It's not spicy. It's it feels tacky. According to Twitch Tracker, you stream on average 3.1 days per week. I don't believe that. I think you made that shit up. I stream on average 3.1 days a week. 5 out of 7 active days, it says. What are you talking about? 5 out of 7 active days. I take Sunday off and then usually one flex day. Usually one flex day, which I won't apologize for, by the way. Sometimes you get, by the way, that's a normal schedule, right? You get Saturday and Sunday off, all right? And streaming's the hardest job in the world, so really I should take 3 days off, but I don't because I'm a warrior. I'm a fucking warrior, and I stand up here and I strive for excellence and success. I'm going to a wedding in China next month. Jealous? I wouldn't say I'm jealous, but I'm happy for you. I think it's very cool. I'm very excited to visit China myself, which I will hopefully be doing this year. I'm very excited for that. European 3-day grind set. Yeah, I got Europeans and you're talking about my schedule? Bro, if I was on a European schedule, I'd stream 6 months out of the year, and the rest would be on bank holiday. I would show up I wouldn't even show up for August. You still speak Korean? Well, you tell me. Annyeonghaseyo. Why don't you tell me, huh? Why don't you tell me, brother? I'm Mr. Global, Mr. Worldwide. Okay? I'm trilingual. As in I'm trying to be better at lingual. White boy speaks fluent Korean, shocks chat. Exactly. That's what it feels like. I feel like a lot of you are shocked. I feel like you've been gossiping about me in Korean, and then I realized that I can speak it fluently, and now you're shocked. Now you're like, oh, fuck, he just caught us. Aiden Atrioc China travel vlog. We literally talked about it. When that podcaster Dwarkesh Patel wrote his notes on China, I was pretty fascinated by it. And he talked about traveling to all these cities on a 2-week trip. And I was like, Aiden, we should probably just duplicate that. We were seriously talking about it. But I already told my wife that I wanted to go with her this year. So I don't know when me and Aiden would do it. We're going to try and do me and Ari this year. My wife, have you watched season 3 of Invincible? Yeah, I skipped season 2. I watched season 1, and then for some fucking reason, I watched season 3. Ask me anything about it. I know everything. Would you love this? What is this? I was not expecting him to lock in. What the fuck is this? Asking ChatGPT to scream.
Give me your best horror movie level scream.
How's that?
No.
Got a good scream?
No. Do.
Oh.
You're You're terrified. Scream as loud as you can, like a murderer is chasing you.
Holy shit. Holy shit, he did lock the fuck in. Wow. Horrifying. Horrifying. Atrioc, why are you sub badges military ranks? It's a great question. You as an unsubbed civilian wouldn't really understand. But we are a military fighting force. We are one of the strongest militaries in the world, the Atrioc army. And at a moment's notice, we can deploy a lethal fighting force anywhere in the world. We're braver than the Marines, and we're tougher than the Army, and we're flying higher than the Air Force. Okay? So as a civilian who was not part of it, you would understand. But if you were to sub, you would actually get pay and benefits equivalent to your rank. And my logs are more secure than the actual military. What's the cool thing is if you join this Atrioc army, you get added to a group chat where we spam emojis every time we attack somebody. Been watching on YouTube for a while, finally catching one live. Gojira Fan 37, welcome to the live broadcast. Usually we have a brand new chatter set the topic. Is there something you want to talk about, Gojira Fan 37? Is there a issue that's been on your mind? Big, small, minor, large? What's something you think we should... No pressure, but everyone is staring, as you'll see right there. What would you like to talk about? The stream can go any way you want. That's the power of live. YouTube viewers don't really understand that till they get in here and see the crackling energy, the magic that comes only from live broadcasts. He left. Fuck, Brandon, you did it again. You did it again. This is why you scare away every new fucking viewer. You put too much pressure on them. He answered? Oh, shit. He said, tariffs April 2nd, which is an interesting topic. And then he said, market up or down, which is the exact topic I tell everyone not to ask about. I'm not going to tell you whether the market's up or down because nobody knows. Nobody knows, dude. I cannot... What you're basically saying is give me free money. Please give me free money, Atrioc. And if you don't, I'll be mad at you. Can't be doing that. Can't. It's not a possible answer. Who dat 950's in the chat? Who dat? Give us a fucking real answer. You know what I'm saying? What's the topic you want to talk about? Big dog? Okay, let me stew. Oh, the pressure's on. Oh, the pressure's on. Who dat? You're calling his answer a nerd answer, but I ask you, suddenly it's let me stew. Now, normally, being a great streamer that I am, I would pivot from that into a discussion of the best stews. But I've just done that. I've already did that like 2 days ago. So we burned through that fucking option, which is unfortunate. Year of kindness reminder. You know, I'm well aware. You don't need to remind me. First of all, people remind me all the time. Second of all, I have been quite kind this year. Right? I have been quite kind this year, and I will continue to be kind. You missed Korean soft tofu kimchi stew when you did that kimchi stew when you did that tier list. It was so invalid. This is my year of kindness talking. You're right. I love Korean soft tofu kimchi stew. Kimchi jjigae? Yeah, it's fucking good. There's a Korean place near my house, and I go all the time and get it. It's fucking delicious. So, W. Good point. And it's healthy. You know? Which is hard to consistently get for a good price. Sounds insincere when you say this is my year of kindness talking, so no, I can't win, huh? Alphabet, is that what you're telling me? I can't win? Either I can be kind and you're like, it's insincere because it's the year of kindness, or I'm not kind and you're like, wow, you should be kinder, it's the year of kindness. And even me calling you out on this is getting spammed year of kindness, even though it's like I'm standing up for myself against your egregious double standard. Just feels a little bit, I coped the Enron hat finally. Did you hear the group chat about the bombing? Yeah, we did a clip on it. Just dropped the bomb. Let's make Europe pay. Okay, we might not see eye to eye. You and I might not see eye to eye on the result or the stance of that group chat, but the greatest achievement of a truly ambitious man may be simple kindness. Fire pen, I guess. I guess. Are you like trying to write a fucking deep Instagram caption, or what's your goal with this? Yeah, I guess. Seems fucking seems true. I mean, kindness is great. Kindness has rippling positive effects throughout the world in ways we can never even truly fully understand. I also voted for corduroy pants. Oh shit, you were. I was trying to drop YouTube comments since I've never really done it. I was literally made an effort. I dropped like 6 yesterday. Have you seen the Beast Games winners portfolio?
So winning 10 million bucks.
What? What is this? This guy won the Beast Games?
How are you planning on investing it?
Jimmy wired me 10 million. I wired a great chunk of that over to a financial institution to get it to work. And right now it's sitting in some treasury ETFs. My Roth IRA, I own 3 stocks in it.
Why does it sound like it's AI dubbed? Is this real?
And some treasury ETFs. My Roth IRA, I own 3 stocks.
Why does it sound like it's AI dubbed? Can I check? Is this even a real fucking... All right. Maybe it's a bad cut.
Stocks in it. And that's it.
What stocks?
Tesla. I own MicroStrategy and I own Coinbase.
Fucking kill me. What, you got $10 million and you put it into Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Coinbase? Fucking get married to Kathy Wood, you fucking psychopath. Is this dubbed or is this real? I'm going to crash out for no reason. What a waste of $10 million.
Very risky.
How long have you owned those?
A while.
Those are insane stocks to own recently.
Yeah, so I've had a good run on those.
Don't tell Jack whatever you're investing in, because as soon as he buys it, it's going to go down.
No way.
I'm not trying to start drama, but I hate this fucking podcast. They're doing exactly what I said you shouldn't do, which is like talk about this stock will go up, this stock will go down, this stock will go up, this will go down. the world is crashing, the world is fine, the world, it's just fucking, it's all emotional investing. It's all, you know, it's just the schemazi. I invest by attuning to the tides, as Warren Buffett does. Warren Buffett gets high as a fucking gourd, goes out there and starts playing the flute near the ocean at midnight. And he listens to the tides, and he goes back the next day with a perfect stock strategy that always balloons the fucking Berkshire Hathaway holdings to the moon. Okay? Who dat? What did Who dat want to talk about? User Who dat 950, my goat, my king. He wants to talk about Elon Musk versus Hassan. Who wins the twerk off? Who wins the twerk off? I can't in good conscience. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's even a... Okay, I went incognito and I searched Elon Musk twerk. This is all I got, which is not from the back, so I can't really tell if he's hitting it. But it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. Who dat said, man, why are we talking about this? We should be talking about the political and economic state of the world, like, damn. Damn, checkmate. Holy shit, he plans in centuries. Holy fuck, he plays this game on a level I've never seen. He manipulates me like a chess piece, and then the public opinion. Unreal. Unreal. A couple topics today that I want to talk about. I mean, we could vibe for a bit. I'm not trying to rush into anything, but I guess a good segue would be that guy's portfolio of MicroStrategy, Tesla, and Bitcoin, because, you know, the market's had a pretty green day. And if you look into it, it's entirely, actually, it's pretty much entirely, from retail traders buying the dip. Oh, we're just in a really unique spot where the patterns of hedge funds and Wall Street traders and retail traders are diverging, where normally they both buy the dip. Now it's only retail, and they're buying the dip more than ever. So if this is, how do I put this? Like, you know, the way I've described something like this possibly going down, I remember I used the boys example of that plane. the Homelander destroys the plane. You know, it's like you get a little bit of turbulence and everyone goes, oh, and then they calm down and they laugh, oh, you know, and then a little more turbulence and you're like, oh, whoa, hey, whoa, relax, it's turbulence. You know, and then Homelander shows up and blows the fucking plane. You know, I feel like these early bouts of turbulence, everyone's like, oh, I'll just do the classic strategy of buying the dip. But, you know, I continue to preach this, but I truly believe it is a time for caution with your investments. Very uncertain, especially just next year or two. Just very, very uncertain, and good to be stable. But that's not what people are doing. People are buying the dip on MicroStrategy. They're buying the dip on Tesla. They're buying the dip on all sorts of, and I think this has been great. Dip buying has been an essentially foolproof strategy for 4 of the past 5 years. And that is true. People are just conditioned to buy the dip because it has worked. So everybody thinks this is their chance. And it just really remains to be seen whether it's any different. Respect the dip, be the dip, buy the dip. Investors appear more concerned about missing a dip buying opportunity than they are about further market declines. And I think that is a fair concern. Back in 1999, when my housekeeper started to ask, this guy's, I mean, he's correct, but he sounds out of touch. When my housekeeper started to ask which stock she should invest in, that's exactly when things started to fall apart. I buy my dip at the grocery store. All right, based. You know, like, what, 90% of stocks are owned by 10% of people? So most people do just buy their dip at the grocery store. Like, actually, facts. People actually aren't all buying even the retail traders is a smaller percent. Most people are just not buying stocks at all. They're fucking, Atrioc, I got a question. If I bought a really shit stock, but I was able to convince enough people to buy that stock so the price increased and then sold it, do you think that would be a wise investment strategy? It's Roaring Kitty. Yeah, it works if you can do it. Do you think you have the social capital? Do you think you have you got the clout? Are you clouded enough? Doug alt account. Oh, speaking of that, how are we looking? How are we looking in the Doug stock competition, given that we had a green day in the market? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. We are Atlas Shrugged, dude. We raised $141 for charity against the odds. Against a fucking... Holy shit. These kids are eating good. Just cash out now? Nah, can't be done. Wow. You guys are not gambling enough if DraftKings is down. I need you guys to get out there and hit those. I feel like you guys don't understand. Whenever I talk shit on DraftKings or on online gambling, I'm doing it ironically. I actually think it's a really good, smart way to make money. It's like a really good use of your time and finances. So I need you to get back out there, and I need you to do not just a 5-leg parlay, but a 6, 7, 8, 10-leg parlay. You know what I'm saying? Hit the big stuff. People don't get your sarcasm. They really think you don't like Tesla. Can you believe that? There's people out there that think I don't like Tesla. I'm the world's biggest Tesla pumper, dude. I own all my net worths in Tesla stock. I thought that was obvious, but I guess I wasn't. I love Tesla. W's for Tesla, please. Pump for Musk. What's up with the animal spirit shit the news talks about? Animal spirits is like a finance term for people getting fucking excited. For people feeling like there's money to be made in the markets. For them to get like, for FOMO. It's like almost FOMO. When people say like animal spirits are driving the market, they just mean like everyone's getting fucking worked up. They're like, green, green, green. Buy, buy, buy. Is what I'd want to tell you if I was joking, but the real answer is that a secret cabal of furries runs Wall Street. And the furries decide which stocks go up and down every day. And they're called the animal spirits. And if you're not a furry, you won't be able to fully understand their machinations. Warren Buffett is a otter. He's an otter, okay? And that's why he's helped himself to a lot of money over the years. He was the first. A furry otter or a gay otter? That's why he's so powerful. It's both. That's Warren's secret. He is both a furry otter and a gay otter. And that is how he fucking has double. It's a 2x multiplier like Belatro. Belatro, autism activated. I'm no psychologist. I don't think that's how it works. I'm not sure it's the mention of Belatro activates your autism. I don't know that it's like there's like a trigger phrase. Nah, it is. I guess maybe I'm not so. Maybe you guys I feel like I'm being outvoted here in the marketplace of ideas. It's like the 5G signals. Can I get a shout out, please? I'm from Australia. We need all the help we can get. Does this help you? Does the whoosh on screen help Australia? Shout out Australia. I guess every bit counts. I guess I did a good deed today in a way. Australia, you're saved. How's Australia? How is that election polling looking? Interesting. Dutton in a pretty serious slide. When is this election? When is the election? May, right? April, May. Yeah, okay, May 17th. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Australians obviously are pissed. Canadian election is sooner than the Australian one. Fun fact in Australia, because everything is upside down, whoever gets the least votes wins. Oh, damn. That's wild. That seems difficult to plan a country around, I'll be honest with you. That seems like a difficult system but it's beautiful. I mean, the different cultures of the world are so beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Far be it from me to talk down on them. Someone said M Australia, that's good. Bro, Atrioc, can you fix our housing market down under here? Okay, thanks. Guys, can we all come together and fix the Australian housing market? It's time for the Atrioc community to do a really good thing here. Let's fix it. Let's put this shit together, all right? We can do this. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. We create a two-tiered system where if you work on or in any way help with the creation of Bluey, you get to live in a mansion, a palatial mansion. And if you like Bluey, then you get like a decent house. And if you have nothing to do with Bluey, then you live in a shack. Okay? So it becomes like a Bluey-based economy. But you have to really mean it. So we'll have to do like some sort of test. If you hate Bluey, then you live in the outback. The Outback Steakhouse. You live in the Outback Steakhouse. There's a lot of Outback Steakhouses in Australia, right? Because, like, I was promised as an American that was authentic Australian food. So, like, I would assume they're on every corner in Australia. Like, as an Australian, we were like, let's go out to the nicest dinner we can think of. You go to Outback Steakhouse. I'm correct, right? Of course, I would assume. It's like, there's no way. Like, your prime ministerial candidates get on TV and eat a full bloomin' onion to prove how Australian they are. Oh, it's just called Steakhouse there. Of course. I'm sorry. Here we call it the Outback Steakhouse, but you guys just call it Steakhouse. I'm sorry. That makes so much more sense. That makes so much more sense. That actually happened? What actually happened? They ate a full bloomin' onion on TV? Okay, let's...
Very good.
Certainly brought a tear to my eye, but that was a tear of joy. What a wonderful endorsement for the Australian onion industry.
Is it common, though, to... I mean, we all eat onions. We all love onions. Cooked.
Cinema. Cinema. Enough said. Enough said. Enough said. I will now lock in my beliefs. I will now lock in my beliefs. All right, folks, let's lock the fuck in here, all right? The hat's going on because it's time to get fucking serious. It's time to get fucking serious. Let's get serious. And lock the fuck in. Talk about some real shit, okay? Like, for example... in the Aspect Tee, this is one of my favorite, maybe my favorite piece of streamer merch I've ever gotten. The Aspect Tee is fucking awesome. And he should sell it again. Oh, dude, I saw a couple, not really still the topic of the day, but I saw a couple things about the fucking Signal Yemen strike group chat that just had me scratching my head. It's like the people involved in it haven't decided whether or not to just admit that it was real. Many institutions and people involved have confirmed it already, but some people still pretend like it's not. And so it's leading to this weird thing where, like, we have guys like this fucking verified Twitter grifter saying, if you believe for 1 minute that Pete Hegseth, Marco Rubio, Mike Walls, and JD Vance randomly and accidentally added this most rabidly anti-Trump journalist to a national security group, you're definitely the mark. These are some of the most competent people in the country, and you believe they would just screw up like this? Simply not possible. This is called media strategy, and Trump is famous for something like this. It's like, bro, this is very conspiratorial. like there was the timings of the missile strikes in the group chat. So what are you talking about? What do you mean this is part of what is the media strategy? like what is there to gain? It doesn't look good. I don't understand. I don't understand this line of thought. It seems like very obviously to me, if you're Occam's razoring it, was that they had two people in their phone with the initials JG and they picked the wrong one. That's what it seems like to me. But then this guy on Fox was like,
so your staffer did not put his contact information.
No,
but how did it end up in your
well, that's
phone?
what we're trying to figure out.
Okay, but that's a pretty big problem.
That is what we've got the best technical minds, right?
That's disturbing.
And that's where, I mean, I'm sure everybody out there has had a contact where it was said one person and then a different phone number.
But you've never talked to him before, so how's the number on your phone? I mean, I'm not an expert in any of this, but it's just curious. How's the number on your phone?
Well, if you have somebody else's contact and then then somehow it gets
someone
sucked
sent
in.
you that
it gets
contact.
Sucked in.
Was there someone else supposed to be on the chat that wasn't on?
what? What are you talking about? Like literally, what the fuck are you talking about? What kind of what is the messaging strategy here? It got sucked into your phone? The editor of The Atlantic with the same initials as the other guy you wanted to add? It got sucked in? This doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not even a real defense. I mean, even fucking Laura Ingraham is like, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand the messaging around this. I don't get it. It feels like the only right strategy, I mean, is unless it truly is an entire psyop, which it doesn't seem to be, is just to admit it and be like, yeah, we're going to change our operational security to be more careful or whatever. I mean, for all things considered, the group chat could have been way worse. Like they kind of got lucky. So it just feels like this whole weird of like defense is just odd. I'm considering buying a case of Poppy's soda after yesterday's showcase. Can you talk me out of it and say it's not that good? It's not that good. I mean, it's just soda, bro. I feel like if you're going to get soda, just get soda. Don't fuck around and half-ass it. Go get a Dr. Pepper. Get a fucking Coke Zero. You know what I'm saying? A tasty-ass Dr. Pepper with ice fucking hits good if you're going to do it. That being said, soda's bad for you, bro. And liquid calories are way worse than almost... Like, you'd be better off eating a fucking hamburger and candy than being a soda addict. It adds up way quicker. But it hits hard. Dr. Pepper hits fucking good. I'm kind of only a movie soda drinker. I don't have soda unless it's a movie. In which case, I feel like this urge, this primal childhood urge. I just fucking love soda with a movie. But I don't care. It's your life, dude. What do you want? I would just say Poppy's not. The thing about Poppy is like it costs more, right? So maybe you're, what do they call it? What's the nice way people say it nowadays? Maybe you're post-economic. I got some fucking rich-ass coder friends, dude. They say they're post-economic. Fucking, if you're that, you don't got to worry about that shit, then I guess buy Poppy. But I had what? I bought it for that fucking bit yesterday. So I had 3 different flavors. They're right here on my fucking desk. And The only one that sort of even hit was the root beer one, and it's not as good as actual root beer, so I don't know. I thought it was kind of shit, if I'm being for real. Not bad, just like what LaCroix is to, I don't know, like a real drink. You know what I'm saying? It's like light. It's like soda light. I work for a car manufacturer in Canada. Not enough is talked about how billions of Tesla's revenue comes from other car manufacturers paying them for carbon credits, which will decline with electrification. And people are talking about it. I've talked about it. That's correct. Speaking of Canada, though, the rebates got frozen. I mentioned this in my Tesla video about the $42 million in rebates they got on the very last day of the rebate, very suspiciously, where like 4 Tesla dealerships were selling thousands of cars in a day. Canada froze that shit and then banned Tesla from all future rebates that they ever do. Pretty fucking strong response. Now, theoretically, there could be even worse punishment. I mean, if it's found to be actual fraud, there could be some serious blowback. But even in the short term, that's pretty incredible. What do you think about this tweet and the surrounding disclosure? I don't want to get into that. That seems loaded with no answer. Hey, Big A, I don't care about that, airballers. Did you see FT retracted its $1.4 billion Tesla accounting gap? No, I haven't read this yet. I'll have to read it. I will have to read it. It seems relevant and interesting. What else? I had like at least 5 topics I wanted to discuss, but of course, oh yeah, it was the U.S. debt, dude. So Moody's is warning they will downgrade U.S. credit rating at our current pace of public finances. Basically meaning like, hey, if you keep cutting taxes but increasing spending, there's no other choice but to like downgrade your credit rating, because that doesn't add up to a country able to pay its debts. It's a pretty reasonable response. It's just shocking. We just keep introducing tax cuts with no real spending cuts. If anything, we need moderate. Actually, I'm getting I'm arguing against myself, but even enforcing our current tax laws, just enforcing them, would give a significant revenue boost to the government. Even keeping our tax rates exactly where they are and just enforcing them would be a massive revenue increase. But we don't even do that. We're cutting IRS funding. People are dodging taxes left and right, especially the wealthy. It's I mean, it's just unsustainable. I know I talk about this all the time, so I don't want to get insanely into it, but it's actually unsustainable. Hey, Shrek, I work for the biggest hidden company in the world. As an ad creator, I've used Marketing Monday and your ad reviews to help my work. I guess congrats. Awesome. Bro, don't make me actually pay more taxes. I love my deductions. You're the problem. You're part of the problem. God, my two biggest political dreams. I guess I'm just a young man, young, especially, dreaming big here, but I would love to get money out of politics and to have an easily understood tax system that is fully enforced. Those are my two biggest dreams. Just simple. Those two things alone would cause so much rippling, cascading good. I want trains. Dude, it is fucking wild that we have 0 miles of high-speed rail in America. Maybe Amtrak would disagree over a few stretches, but I don't count it as truly modern high-speed rail. We have 0 miles of high-speed rail in America. China has 50,000 miles. Maybe kilometers, but whatever. 50,000 kilometers of high-speed rail. I mean, you can literally go big city to big city on a convenient high-speed rail in China. It's fucking anywhere you want. That's wild. And their GDP is smaller. Is this guy just a CCP plant? All bro does is hop on G's cock. Elon owns you, buddy. That's a counterpoint. Never thought about that. I never thought about that solid counterpoint. Nothing I can say to that. Would you rather have an inner city subway system for every major system? You mean every major city? Or a larger train network connecting all major cities? I am selfish. So I would cut the entire East Coast off and shoot it into the sun to get a single subway to LAX. Okay. I only understand that I'm focused. No, I mean, I honestly don't have an answer to that question. I don't know. I think either one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not greedy. I'll take either one and I'd be so happy. But I do think that high-speed rail between the major, not even across country. I mean, like, if you had a big West Coast high-speed rail network between all the major cities and a big East Coast one between all major cities, like an upgraded Amtrak, I guess, people would use it all the fucking time. People would use it all the fucking time. It would improve economic growth. It would improve people's ability to move around. You know what I'm saying? It would be awesome. It would generate its worth in GDP. So, you know, it just seems like a slam dunk, but, you know, it's hard to build things. Hey, Omnavius, thank you for the 5 gift. Did you have a message? You said, your question was, well, let's check. Let me answer your question before I... oh, interesting. Is this real? He's asking about the carried interest loophole and whether it ought to be closed. But I'm seeing an article that maybe Trump proposed ending it. But I can't tell if this is real or not. Sorry, I'm looking into it. This would be cool. I would love it if Trump got this passed. You know, simplified, it's a way for people who are partners in financial firms, usually on Wall Street, to avoid taxes in the way that they get paid from profits of their firm. And it would be nice if it got... I mean, listen, I have a larger theory about... What I want is a more simplified tax code in general. I just think, especially as I am now realizing, again, as I am entering a post-economic phase, I'm realizing the level of, I don't know, the word depravity or whatever, like all the different things you could do that I hear about other people doing to like avoid taxes. And like so much of it, once you get above a certain threshold, is like getting tax, not just tax people, not a nature block tax person, but like tax lawyers that can like structure your thing in a certain way they can argue is within the bounds of the law. Not even like clearly defined, but they can argue it. It's very, it's clearly that it only benefits people that can afford tax lawyers. It's, the complexity is by design, and it's annoying and frustrating, and it doesn't benefit like a small business owner. It only benefits someone with really a fuck ton of money who can afford to have full-time staff finding loopholes. So I just, in general, would love a more simplified and well-enforced tax system. You could even pair it, I don't think we should do this, but you could even pair it with a cut so everyone gets on board. You could even pair it with a cut. Like everyone gets less taxes, but it's 100% enforced. Everyone, to a man, taken seriously. And like that, it would just feel better as a society. People would feel less like other people are cheating them. You know what I'm saying? It feels sometimes as a citizen in this country where like you feel like you're paying in to a large pool that is getting exploited by people that are richer than you. It doesn't feel like that. It is happening, but because the law literally says as long as your interpretation is arguable, you are shielded from criminal liability. Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. So as long as they have a lawyer who could argue that what they thought they were doing was right, then they can't be in criminal trouble. They can only pay penalties if it's found to be wrong. So you literally have these teams that'll find the most insane way of structuring your income to avoid all taxes, and there's not even a chance they could be in criminal trouble because they have a tax lawyer that can argue, well, this is all what we thought was legal. And that's only if they get caught. So if they get caught, all they pay is the fine or the back taxes or whatever. And so it's a frustrating system because the incentive is to constantly try to exploit it. You know, it's just fucked up. It's not good. So I'm a strong believer in like simplicity. People that can understand what's going on. Everyone understands. Dude, fuck my Chungus life. All right. We should tax the homeless. Think about all the cash transactions. Or this. Honestly, fuck my plan. Nah, fuck that. I actually think this is a better way. We should tax the homeless because there's a lot of like cash they're getting that's not being properly recorded. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a pay stub on that. If I give $5 to a homeless man, is he reporting that to the IRS? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. And I think we need to take our remaining IRS agents and get them out on the streets. Everyone should have a flat tax of $40K, forces them to grind. Your flat tax isn't even percentage. Your flat tax is $40,000 exactly. So if somebody makes less than that, they just what, go to jail? If you're a school teacher making $35K a year, you just go to jail. That is a unique strategy. I'll be honest with you. That is a unique. I gotta blow my nose. You guys talk that one out. That's a good one. Get a second job, you bum. All right. Okay. Good takes. Good takes. Wait. I can blow my nose right here. No, it's not gross. It's not gross. It's natural, okay? People have to... Don't say delicious. That's also gross. Don't say scrumptious, but also don't say ew. Just normal. What an auditory treat. Well, I'm sorry. Usually I go out of the room. First time watching Big A in person and I hear his snotty nose. We got to make a big deal of it. I just blow my nose. It was stuffed. Christ. Okay, Makara RS, what's your fucking topic of the day? What's your topic of the day, Makara? If you're going to be a new chatter, you have to pick a topic. What do you want to talk about? Wait, you can pick a topic if you're a new chatter? You can. 2 cubes. What's your topic? He said Aussie house prices? Oh, okay. Well, what do you mean to say? They're bad. We've talked about it so many times. You said Aussie house prices is your fucking topic? Boring. Fucking boring. I'm sorry, but come on. We've talked about it a million times. They're fucking high. They're too high. It's causing political strife. The average young Australian is becoming depressed, and they're never depressed. They're always like, she'll be all right. But they're becoming depressed because they can't ever afford a fucking home. They're way, way, way above the average income. So it keeps getting higher. It's fucking crazy. And the entire country of Australia is, the real estate economy of Australia is propped up by negative gearing, which is a tax scheme that makes it basically incentivizes you to have to own a rental, or not a rental property, but a property, so that you can deduct from your actual income on your taxes. And so due to that, everyone has to get on the property ladder, no matter how expensive the house is. So they're constantly taking out ever bigger loans to keep pumping up the price of these fucking houses, real estate ventures. And it's disastrous. It can't go on forever, but everyone keeps kicking the can down the road. And all the while, the average Australian gets fucked. And if you were to like say, oh, I'll have my hand and fix it, we'll just get rid of negative gearing. Well, then there's a bunch of Australians who are fucked because they've allowed the incentives to be so bad for so long that so many Australians are part of this problem. They're deeply in debt on properties they can only afford with the current tax system. So they'll be financially ruined. if the prices go down, I mean, it'll be a fucking deflationary bust. But someone has to do it eventually. And if you wait longer, the problem gets worse and everyone keeps waiting longer. I must be deflationary the way I'm busting. Dude, what's the fucking point? Dude, what is the fucking point? Honestly, on to God. You guys are fucking, your brains are rotted through your skulls to the fucking cortex. It's like Swiss cheese in there, dude. It's Swiss cheese. It's fucking rotten. It's Kanye's teeth, dude. They're gone. They're just fucking riddled. Jealous you didn't think of it first? True facts. True facts. What up, Beast Mode Brandon Brofist? Brofist King. Swiss cheese, but the holes are filled with microplastics. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe as our brains rot more, the microplastics can fill in the structural gaps. So honestly, we should consume more of them. Damn, Atrioc hasn't changed much since his Team Liquid days. Brother, get your prostate checked. You know me from Team Liquid days? You got a hip replacement? How fucking old are you? I'm the only one here that should know me from Team Liquid days, bro. That's fucking 2011, 2010. Half these people weren't even born. I'll see you in ARP. Yeah. Wait. This is what he's talking about, by the way.
Hi, this is Atrioc from TeamLiquid.net. I'm here at DreamHack in Sweden. I'm here with Liquid TLO and Liquid Huck. Bitch here. Hi. Thrilling.
I was so nervous on camera, bro. I was so nervous. Thrilling. NA League? Bro thinks it's League of Legends. You're such a zoomer, you can't even comprehend a game before League of Legends. You're thinking of the oldest shit you could think of to roast me? It's older than that, bro. This is StarCraft. Fucking zoomer ass. I bet the Koreans kicked your ass. You think I was there to fight the Koreans? Bro, I used to wear my shit like that all the time, shirt on shirt. Wear one t-shirt on top of another different colored t-shirt. That shit was classic. That was fucking cash style. Shirt on shirt. Usually it'd be like a short sleeve over a long sleeve, you know? Just the fucking way to go. Bring it back. All right. What happened to your aura?
Huck so far has been crushing. He crushed through his group. He 2-0'd in the round of 16.
Yeah, he won that tournament. Fire. That's aura. Why do you look older in that vid, sheesh? I don't. I fucking don't. I don't. So I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, is there one more? It's the lack of beard. Wait, there was one more. Speaking of Koreans.
Hi, this is Atrioc from TeamLiquid.net. I'm here with StarTales July, one of the most famous players. Any words for your fans to start off with?
Dude, I couldn't even figure. I was the only person on this day that got interviews with the Korean players because they didn't speak English, and I found this guy who could translate. And I went up to the Korean player and I said, "Interview? How suiseo?" Something like that. I don't know if I remember exactly. And they laughed and then nodded, and so we got it fucking together, dude. So we got, if you don't know Korean, I said 4 slurs. That's what I was doing. If you don't know the Korean, I was like.
여러분들 만나서 반갑고요.
But anyway, halfway through this thing, I don't know where it is. It's like right. I think probably someone has it in the comments. Wait, let me see. Yeah, 3:19. Okay, where is this? So I'm holding my fucking hand up for minutes at a time to this translator, and I'm getting tired.
And yeah, so he'll manage too, but
And then at 19, July Zerg helps hold it up for me. Very sweet.
he doesn't have any information about Sase.
And this guy's a fucking legend, by the way. You guys don't even know StarCraft. I mean, this guy's a legend. This guy was fucking kicking ass in Brood War in 2005 in a fucking spacesuit costume on Korean TV. I'm trying to get an example, dude. This guy won the Golden Mouse. You guys even know what a fucking Golden Mouse is? You don't even know what a fucking Golden Mouse is? He won the Golden Mouse! You know how hard that is? It's probably the hardest fucking challenge in gaming history to win a Golden Mouse in Korea. Bro, I wasn't even a year old. Well, you should have been training. Koreans were. My parents hadn't even met yet. Okay, relax. Fucking relax, dude. I'm sorry. What is this that I'm being linked? This is not me. I've never played this game in my life. I think someone stole my name. Hey, Atrioc, question for you. Do you think that billionaires run the world now? Nah. Nope. 1 billionaire, 1 vote is what I always say. I found proof that Tesla will boom. Holy shit, I've seen this. Wait, you guys, it's time for a musical sensation, the likes of which you'll never truly understand.
He gave us cars that drive so fast, made rockets built to blast. Oh, thank you, Elon Musk. He took over Twitter's reign. He saved free speech for all, eliminating woke pain. SpaceX flies, Tesla self-drive, Starlink beams with laser dreams. He's got a master plan for our lives.
got a master plan for our lives is fucking crazy. Like he's Christ, like he's God. It's like country music is replacing God and Jesus with Trump and Elon.
Let's occupy Mars. Let's occupy Mars. And making kids to keep mankind alive. Neuralink is on the way. Boring tunnels save the day. Oh, thank you, Elon Musk. Fighting fights for freedom's sake. Politics, he's not afraid. He won't just sit and watch.
Morning alarm type beat. You're gonna wake up to this every day. You're gonna put this on your morning alarm and wake up every day smiling to the.
Watch. SpaceX flies, Tesla self-drives, Starlink beams with laser dreams. He's got a master plan for our lives. One more kid, one more brand, launching rockets with just one hand. Optimus, Cybercat, to what can this man do? It's taxes, fraud, some solid memes. Corruption won't stay. And Doge saving USA. So here's to you, our tech tycoon, saving Earth and Mars real soon. We thank you, Elon Musk. One more kid, one more brand, launching rockets with just one hand. Optimus, Cybercat, what can this man do? Oh, thank you, Elon.
What a powerful fucking song. My goodness. My goodness. One more kid. Am I crying from the power? Yeah, I am. It's so beautiful. I think I'm changing my opinion on Elon after these beautiful. You know what I honestly think is happening? Is she is trying to have a child with Elon Musk. I think there is a rising number of people, especially as we enter a recession, whose legitimate plan is to lure Elon Musk through social media into having a child with them. And hopefully, again, he's not a very notorious child support payer, but there's a chance for a media tour or money. Is my honest thesis on this. A similar thing just happened with this woman, SpaceX Jackie, who's like, you know, constantly publicly posting about bringing fresh donuts to Tesla employees across Austin today to show support and thank them for their dedication and hard work. And like people are pointing out like, oh wait, wait. That's from Best Tweets. I'm saving it. It's too funny. Like, she knows what she's doing. Like, it's kind of obvious the plan here. And Elon Musk is in the replies. Elon Musk is in the replies, dude. It's like there's a strategy here. It's so public and so obvious and so on social media. And he's done it 14 times. So it's like, Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
So I'm starting this video.
What is this? Maybe interesting to watch later about basketball. Try not to go basketball pilled because I've been very basketball pilled lately. She wants to hear about his Diablo 4 build. Well, who wouldn't? Guy's the GOAT. Did you see that Hawk Tua? Hawk Tua returned? Say it ain't so. Hawk Tua returned. Hawk Tua girl Haley Welch to be profiled in upcoming documentary. Hawk Tua girl is getting a documentary. The Hawkumentary? She's been silent ever since her cryptocurrency scandal, leaving devoted listeners of Talk Tua and Talking Talk Tua to wonder what she's been up to. She's back. She put a gravestone. What did I miss? Wait, there's a video? Let me see. Oh.
Breaking news. Haley Welch has been shot to see Haley Welch dead. The Hawk Tua girl has died.
Ooh.
Oh, my bad. Breaking news. The Hawk Tua girl is not missing. She's pregnant.
Oh my god. Ooh.
What's going on with that Hawk Tua chick? She going to jail?
Anywho, do I get a phone call?
The Hawk Tua girl. No one knows finance quite like Miss Tua.
Haley, get your ass up. We got stuff to do.
Cinema! Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. It's like... Ah, thank God Miss Tua is back. She can fix these problems in society. You know, it all started to go wrong when she left. I'll just say it. I'll just say it. You think that Signal group chat leaks if Hawk Tua's in it? No. She would fucking... She's got good operational security. She'd lock that shit down. Hawk? What could a documentary possibly... Hawk Tua girl teases new documentary which will tell the bizarre truth behind her unexpected rise to fame. It's not a secret. She said Hawk Tua spit on that thing. And then everyone thought it was funny. What's the bizarre truth? Finally we'll know? I think we knew. It hasn't even been a year. It's true. It was in June 24 and we're already getting a retrospective documentary? That's crazy. She's 22. This documentary will serve as both an inspiring and entertaining story of Haley's journey. Welch herself said, quote, "It's been hella hectic." Well, there you have it, folks. It has been hella hectic. Damn. Damn. This documentary is going to fucking change lives, change hearts, change minds. Fuck, that's crazy. That's quote of the year. No more spoilers? I'd hate to spoil it. I'd hate to spoil it. I just... I kind of want to talk about Speed's China stream. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys. Wait, honestly, I need your help. Chat, I need your help. No, for real, for real. Before I talk about anything else, I need your help. For real, for real. This might even be a fucking whiteboard cam. Is this gonna work? Whiteboard cam. Perfect. What is this fucking test? How do I get rid of it? Test. Okay. Whiteboard cam. I need a topic for the podcast tomorrow. I need something to bring to the podcast. That I haven't talked about on stream. I need something set because I'm trying my best. It's hard to find a separate topic so I'm not repeating what's on stream. Because if you're a big Eclipse viewer, I don't want you to get repeated. Sometimes it'll happen because we'll get a debate or get something special like the Tesla thing, but I don't know. Let me see. Let me full screen this. Wait. Twitch. TV. Chat. Okay, Clint Stevens is one. That doesn't seem like a good one. One of you said 9/11. 9/11 is not really a topic I think is super relevant right now. I don't think if I brought up 9/11, that would be good. Scottish independence. Nintendo. So here's the thing. We try to balance the topics to where there's something everyone can talk about, and then maybe stuff that gets more serious or in depth. If it's 3 hardcore topics, the episode usually gets too dense, is our feeling. And right now, I think Aiden's going to talk about Japan, maybe birth rates and housing and stuff, because he was just there. And I think Doug is probably going to talk about AI in some way. Almost a guaranteed bet that Doug will bring up some kind of AI topic. So I need to like fit into that. We'll have also some potpourri of other things, but like, I'm wondering if there's anything like particularly interesting. I'm wondering if I can do something a little less serious. The Pokemon bubble's interesting. That's not a bad one. Pokemon bubble. Talk about GTA 6. There could be a gaming industry topic. Actually, GTA 6 is pretty interesting because every other gaming company is waiting with their finger on the button to change their release date once they know when GTA 6's release date is. Like, there's a good PC Gamer article about it, but like everybody is waiting because once they know they do not want to be anywhere near it, it'll blow them out of the water. So they're like planning around it. I'll mention it. GTA 6. GTA 6. New Assassin's Creed game. Well, I thought I would wait till like episode 5 or 6 before I pivot into full-on being an anti-DEI, anti-woke video game guy. That's like my future content, where I'm just like, I go through every game and I give it a woke meter, and if it goes over 0 on my woke dar, then I try to dox and attack the developers. That's sort of like my big... Snow White movie. That's actually interesting because that movie did flop to hell. Snow White movie. It's actually interesting. Because that movie flopped, and I'm sure there's part of it is like anti-woke backlash. But also, I think the movie got pretty shit reviews. And also, I think it's a larger trend of people getting fed up with these fucking remakes. These fucking, I mean, the first ones did incredible, $1 billion+ box office, but they've been falling off. Like, they've been steadily doing worse. And I think that's actually a pretty interesting, I think it's a really good idea. I think if I did a deeper dive on Hollywood right now, especially as all the production moves out of LA, and that's a good idea. I actually like that one. I like the one on Hollywood. Thank you for suggesting that. Because I think Disney is having to rethink some of its strategy in the event of if these things keep doing worse and worse. What was the last Marvel movie too? Was it Captain America 2 or something? What was the How did that do? Cap 4, I'm sorry. Cap 4, yeah. Brave New World. How did that do box office wise? I'm sure it broke even or did better than that, but probably down from barely made its budget. Yeah, it's my expectation. I think they're running dry on this strategy. That's pretty interesting. You guys know the can you guys guess? I know that's probably off my dome. I probably know this off my dome. You guys know of the top 10 movies last year? How many were sequels or remakes? Can you guys guess? Sequels, remakes. It's 9. And that's only because I'm not counting Wicked, which is it's part of Wizard of Oz. And it's a remake of a play, but it hasn't been a movie before. So if you count Wicked, it's 10. Yeah, it's an adaptation, is what I'm trying to say. It's not a remake, it's an adaptation. But it's a known IP. Wicked is the Wizard of Oz IP, which exists since 1939. So that's all movies last year. I mean, it's like Sonic 3, Kung Fu Panda 4, I think. It's Inside Out 2. It's like Dune 2. It's like everything was a sequel. Everything was a sequel or a remake. Deadpool. Yeah, it was all that. That's a pretty good topic. I think that's good because it's less serious than probably Doug's and Aiden's. So it could be. I kind of like that. And then I could bring up New Jaw 2 and man, okay, well this is like now I'm going to do this in the podcast, so now I feel like I'm spoiling. but I guess if you're alive, this won't be a clip, so I'll just tell you. But you guys know that New Jaw 2, which is China's most successful movie ever, came out this year in 2025, has made more money this year than every other movie in the world released this year combined. New Jaw 2 has made more money than every other movie in the world combined. And most people haven't even watched outside of China. Isn't that fucking crazy? To be fair, I don't think it's come out this year. It's just an interesting stat. Obviously, by the end of the year, that won't be the case, but it's interesting, man. What if they make a movie that plays well outside of China? Can you imagine? It's a fucking upending of the whole system. That's crazy. We gotta watch it. Hopefully we can finish the translation. You standing makes me uncomfortable. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. What if I keep moving? Does that make it more or less comfortable? Like if I keep a good energy, it actually feels better because then I don't get so tired from sitting down. You know, when you sit down a lot, you get like lethargic. I wish I could do more streams standing up. I feel energy. Shake that ass, white boy. All right, he ruined it. You fucking ruined it, dude. You fucking ruined it. Standing desk? Well, that's sort of what I'm doing right now. What about other topics? Maybe not even for tomorrow. I think I'll do this for tomorrow. It sounds pretty good. But what else? What else? What else? What else? What's like interesting, bigger topics is what I'm trying to think of. Like not just a little thing I can talk about on stream, but something I can go a little bit deeper on for the podcast. And like you'd be interested in hearing Doug and Aiden's thoughts on too. NBA standings. I just go on a fucking 50-minute rant on the Lakers. The bald economy. Doug is not bald. Oiled up twerk competition. That seems more sexual than we like to go on the podcast. Crippling hopelessness in Gen Z. I feel like I've done that. I've done that. Bro, Gen Z. Yo, I got some good news. Wait, emergency alert. I seen you know how every article that comes out about Gen Z is like they're fucking cooked and their brains are rotted and they are mad at the world and each other and themselves. You know, like, but there's one that came out today. Damn, this is not it. This is exactly, wait. Wait, where is this article? Tim, all these are terrible. I'm looking for the article I'm thinking of, and instead I found one that came out today that said 4 million Gen Zers are jobless. I was looking for a positive article, and this is what I found. Dude, over 4 million Gen Zers are jobless, and experts blame colleges for worthless degrees and a system of broken promises. Bro, that is not what I was looking for. I was trying to cheer you guys up. I swear to God, there's a different one. There's a fucking different one. I walk a lonely road. Lonely than I have ever known. That's not even Gen Z. You guys know that song. That's a millennial song, bro. I used to listen to that song when I was mad at my dad. And I would literally walk on a lonely road with my iPod in. I'm not even kidding. I would fucking have my head down and my hoodie on, and I would put it on, and I would walk around the fucking neighborhood. I will find this. Let's find it. Let's find it. Oh, here it is. I found it. I found it. How do I find the source? There's an article talking about it. Come on, where's the fucking... Okay, well, the article was called Gen Z is set to become the wealthiest generation in history. I was wondering if I can get a fucking video on it. Okay. Is there a new? Sorry, I can't find it. I mean, here's like a... Despite spending, Gen Z is about to become the richest generation. Here's why. A study by Bank of America researchers finds that Gen Z will become the largest and richest generation within the next several years. They're about to become the richest generation alive. Between significant wealth and increased spending levels over the next 10 years, the consumption patterns of Gen Z will have a strong influence on the global economy. The B of A research, the BOFA research said, in roughly the next 5 years, they'll have amassed 36 trillion in income, and this will surge by 74 trillion at around 2040. Currently, it's around 9 trillion. So where are they getting all this money? A huge transfer of wealth is expected as baby boomers pass down assets. So all it means is as long as you have a rich baby boomer family member, you're good. None of you are Gen Z members without rich family, right? We'll get a massive transfer of wealth. That's great. Using Bank of America internal deposit account data, we find that Gen Z, on average, does not have enough in balances to cover a month of spending. Let's hope they get their inheritance soon, huh? Let's positive. Let's hope they get that inheritance soon. Oh, you found the OG article? Thank you. I was looking for that. There's the Fortune one. Fortune. Okay, here's the one I read. Yes, thank you. Let's take a deeper look. Gen Z may not be able to afford a house or the cost of living now, but give it 10 years. They're on track to gain 36 trillion and become the richest generation. You'll be the largest and richest economic force by 2035. 10 years. Just make it 10 years, bro. 10 years. You guys are going to be fucking rolling in it. Gen Z's living the paycheck to paycheck 20s lifestyle. Splurging on high rent costs is very funny. I think I'll splurge. Whoa, quit splurging on the on the roof over your head. I think I'll go a little fucking crazy. And dishing out 99-cent ramen noodles. Gen Z will be 30% of the global population in the next decade. Jeez, there's a lot of Gen Z. Gen Zers are having to turn down job opportunities because they can't afford commuting expenses. They're spoiling their pets in lieu of having children, which have become too expensive to raise. And they're abandoning the pipe dream of purchasing a home unless they receive an inheritance. This is all really positive. This is all really fucking positive. Young households receiving unemployment surged 32% year over year. That's fucking crazy. 32% rise in unemployment year over year? That's Great Depression level, but only for young people. That's crazy. That's probably the rise that happened in 1929. I'm not even kidding. The rise in unemployment 1929 to 1930 is probably 32%. It's probably around that. That's crazy. The report says Gen Zers are overeducated and underemployed. Okay, but if we didn't have overeducated and underemployed Gen Zers, how would anyone be a politics streamer on Twitch? How am I going to make my money? Okay. You're not thinking about the fucking layers. You're not thinking about my economy would be ruined if they didn't exist. And amid a tough white-collar labor market, unemployment for new entrants was up 9% over a year. Okay, in 10 years, this could all flip on its head. Okay, wow, just think on the future. The great wealth transfer expected to hit Gen Z bank accounts in the years to come. This is crazy. This is making it seem like things are going to get great for Gen Z, but it just feels like rich kids will be rich. This article is actually much less positive than the headline would imply. Yeah, it'll be a lot of money being transferred, but not to a broad base of Gen Z. It's but I still have half my fucking chat saying inheritance tax, no way. No fucking way, brother. What if one day I have a family of 12 and I own $100 million and I want each kid to... Even then you'd be fine because it would be a 10 million mat, you know? Whatever. Article name? I made it up. This whole thing's ChatGPT and I made the whole thing up. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you. Not a real article. Boo-ba-da-boo. 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 Talking about Vance going to Greenland? Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that. It's very brief. JD Vance is taking a little trip out to Greenland, a military base in Greenland, to, quote, check out security. Jesus Christ. Do not want to see what the Signal group chat looks like while he's there. To check out the security of Greenland. What does he mean he's going to check out the security of Greenland? JD Vance is going to walk around and make sure Greenland's secure. He's going to do an ocular pat down on the exits. I'm not quite sure what the plan is there. Drop my marker. Yeah, this is wild. We must not be forced into a power game that we ourselves have not chosen to be a part of. The leaders of all 5 parties in Greenland's parliament have condemned his comments. 85% of the population said in a recent opinion poll they did not want to become part of the U.S. Seems pretty open and shut. I think they also want to be independent from Denmark too, though, is my understanding, which is limited. I haven't read enough about Greenland. My understanding is that the polling would suggest they would like to be their own independent country, free of both Denmark and the United States. And they're kind of caught in this weird power struggle. And my also understanding is I was talking to someone who had a friend who lived there, and they had spoken to them, and they were telling it back to me. And the idea was that, like, Denmark has kind of not given a shit about Greenland, like not paid attention to them, not really supported until now that Trump wants it. And now Denmark's kind of pretending like they've always been like, you know what I'm saying? And so they really, it's just a weird, it's a weird fucking spot for Greenland. Like if you're trying to like get your own shit together. The problem is they have, my understanding is the problem is they have, it's very valuable. It's becoming more and more valuable. And because they don't have a lot of strength, Greenland independently, like the vultures are circling, not just Trump. Everyone wants it because of the fucking rare earth minerals and Arctic shipping routes. So it's like becoming a power game. Yeah, as the ice melts, it gets better. That's my understanding. Yeah, As the global ice caps melt, Greenland becomes more valuable. And as the value rises, everyone's circling. What are the most valuable countries? By what metric? You mean by like minerals in the ground, or do you mean like the most valuable countries is just a straight list of GDP? If you want to do that, it would be fucking America, China, Germany, Japan. Would be the most valuable based on the higher end production. But if you mean like the most valuable resources, it's probably Russia, if I had to guess. Russia has a huge ton of land, a huge ton of natural resources. It's probably Russia. Although theoretically, geographically, it could be the United States. The United States has a ton of land and a ton of resources and is very, very lucky. Like if every country disappeared and it was like a Civ game and you could pick which country you wanted and you couldn't change the borders, US might be the GOAT country. Geographically, it might be. I think there's a very strong case that it is, but that's, I don't know what your question was. Second to win at Clancyville. Bro forgot Yemen exists. You think Yemen is the GOAT country geographically? Because they have a spot near a shipping route or what? Like there's not nearly enough resources. And I mean, it's like, it's fine. It certainly isn't the GOAT. Oh, you're trolling. I'm sorry. Okay. What is this? Tier maker on country shapes? Not what I want. No, thank you. No fucking thank you. That seems such a pain in the ass. Please? Really? You're all caps begging me to do a tier list of country shapes. It'll be 178 shapes for no reason. What a joke. What a waste of time. No, I'm not doing it. Absolutely not doing it. I'm absolutely not doing it. I have to stand up for the content. And I also have to blow my nose again. So instead of blowing it in this room and you guys get mad at the sound of snot, I'm going to blow my nose out of the room. And then I think we should probably watch... Wait, did Nintendo Direct already happen? We could watch the Direct. Was there a Nintendo Direct? Was it good? No, it's coming this week. We could probably watch a house. It might be a house night. Oh, I can also just mute. Wait, I can just mute. You don't hear it. Stop saying ew. There's no sound. It was muted. What a waste of time. Did you watch The Social Network recently? Do you think the phrase, what a waste of time, came from The Social Network? Guy who has only seen The Social Network. Wow, I'm getting some real Social Network vibes from you saying, what a waste of time is from it. Everyone says this. That's a normal thing. Hey, Glizzlord, been studying all day for my physics midterm tomorrow. Please wish me luck. Ha ha. I wish you luck, and I have a story. I took physics. It wasn't AP physics, it was IB physics, because I was in IB. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Is it an American thing or is it in other countries? I was in IB physics. and I hated it. Truly fucking hated it, right? And you had a choice. You had to do like one, I forget what it was, but like one different math credit or something. And I thought I would swag out and pick physics because I had some friends who were also gamers that picked that class. So I thought I would be able to hang out with them and kick it. But actually the class had only like 6 people in it, and the teacher was fucking hard as shit. It was insanely hard. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. So like I worked my ass off in the first test. I did all right. Maybe I got like a B-. Then I tried a little less hard for the second test and I got like a C-. And then I was like, all right, I got to get the fuck out of here. I'm going to fucking fail this class. All right. This is like going to be such a pain in the ass. And it was harder than all my other classes. So I decide, I go to my counselor and I'm like, hey, it's pretty early in the semester. Is there a chance I can switch to the other credit? Because I'm worried, about this, whatever. And that lady was nice as hell, bro. She was like, yeah, of course. All you got to do is get your teacher to approve it, approve the transfer, and then you can get out. But this guy was an asshole. I mean, this teacher was a fucking asshole, dude. He was one of those teachers that's also the wrestling coach, if that makes any sense. He was also the wrestling coach. He was a fucking asshole. He's bald. He looked kind of like roided up, but he's also a short guy. He had this whole energy of like, he's an asshole. So I was like, I don't know this guy's going to let me out. And I was, yeah, he looked like a cop that wore a Punisher outfit. Honestly. Anyway, so I'm like worried he's going to not let me out of the class. So I, hear me out. So I go to him and I request office hours and I tell him that I am studying my ass off for this upcoming test, but it's like really hard. I'm like, I'm just not getting it. It's really hard. And he's like he's like, all right, well, let me walk you through some of it. And he like tries to get some tips. And I'm like, oh, okay, man, I don't know. And then I leave. Okay. I leave this thing but showing that I'm really trying. But I'm not trying. I'm not trying. Like, I'm like pretending that I'm really putting the work in. Then I request another meeting as we get closer to the test. And I go in there and I'm like, sir, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's for me. I really am trying my hardest and I'm not getting it. I'm not wrapping my head around it. And I have my future to think about. And I want to graduate with IB. I want to get the honors. And so if you don't mind, I'd like to transfer out of this class. I really like your class, but it's just not. So I do this thing, right? And he's like steamed up a bit. He's like the fucking character in Inside Out 2, the anger one. That's what he looks like. He looks like the Inside Out character Anger, the red guy. Okay? And he's like, well, okay. But he's like, fired up. And like, I've just barely massaged his ego enough that he's like, if you really think you can't hack it, you really should see how you do on this test. You might do better than you think. And I'm like, sir, I just know it's going to be too tough for me. And he's like, well, why was he so pressed? I mean, probably because if enough people drop out, he doesn't get to teach the class. There's only 6 people in that class. Like, nobody wanted this class. But he's like, all right, I'll let you transfer out. He signs the papers. So once it's signed, I get out of the room. I fucking double fist pump. Yes! I go to the counselor. I show it to her. I get it approved instantly. I'm like, transfer done, good. But the transfer doesn't take place for another week. Okay? Like, it's done, it's signed, it's in the system, but it doesn't take place for another week. So I still have to do the test. The test is like tomorrow at this point. It's 2 days away. So so then we get to the test. And again, it's 6 people in the class. And it's like a 2-hour test. I mean, it's a fucking thing. He walks around and it's nothing's multiple choice. It's like, show your work, full pager physics proofs, okay? He hands out all his tests to all 6 people. And I have not studied for this at all because I know my plan. My plan has been to get out this whole time. So this one, unlike the last 2, I haven't studied at all. So I don't know I look at the first question, nothing. Like, my mind is blank. I know nothing. Like, this is going to be, I'm like flipping through the thing. I'll look at all 6 questions. I don't know any of them. Like, I'm not going to solve this. I'm not going to solve this at all. This is a fucking waste of time. So for 2 hours, I just pretend to work. Like, I'm just doodling. I'm writing fake numbers. I'm like, y equals mx plus b. I'm just writing fucking fake numbers, okay? And he's walking around. He's like looking down at everyone's paper, but like I'm hunched over it and I'm writing furiously, so he can't tell. Like I'm cosplaying physics. And he's looking around at everyone's papers and making sure all working and walking around, and I'm just faking it. So finally the 2 hours is up and everyone's handing in their papers, and I like put mine at the bottom of the stack. I like lift up the whole stack and put my paper in, put the bottom of the stack, and I just get out of that classroom. That was my last day. That was my last day of the class. Okay. My friends, all 5 other members of the class are my friends. So the next day comes around and I'm in a different class, and we get out of the class and I see my friends from physics and they go, Brandon, he was so pissed at you. Like, apparently, once he found out that I had fucking like had no idea and faked, he like his fucking head exploded. He like ranted during the class about me to the other members of the class. Like fucking lost it. Like fucking pure rage and anger. And then he marched down after that class where he handed out the grades to the principal's office or to the fucking guidance counselor's office and tried to claw me back to his class so he could fail me. He tried. Like, thank God that woman stood up for me. She's like, no, we're not going to let you do this so you can, it's one of our, but he was trying to get me transferred back. He was trying to undo his signature. And they were like, no, it's already, dude, that was crazy. That was crazy. And every time I saw that guy for the rest of the year, like I passed him in the hallway, he gave me the fucking death stare. What grade was this? It was probably like junior year, senior year, something like that. Junior year? Junior year, probably. Junior year high school. That shit was crazy. He gave me the stink eye. That guy was insane. He was off his fucking, I mean, he was mad. He was like not joking mad. Not like, he was mad. Anyway, worked out for me. Boom. Did you get the IB diploma? Fuck yeah, I did, bro. Cash money. And what was my credit? It was like, I don't even remember. I think it was easy. It was way easier. It was a way easier class. It was a way easier class, bro. Do 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 do. Boo boo boo. Boo boo doo boo boo boo. Ba ba da ba ba ba. Fix your camera, please. What's wrong with my camera? My camera's great. I see, you see me, I see you. You guys know I have the Morgan Freeman Batman wall right here with 1 million monitors showing all of your setups. Shit, gotta get dressed. Okay, that's not. Oh, you know what we should do is we should do post your setup day. We should do the thing where everyone shows their battle station, their setup tour. That would be fun. Atrioc Community Setup Day. And we'll do a rating. That sounds fun. Let's set a date for that. That sounds fucking fun. How about 1 week from today? Tuesday, April 1st. Oh my God. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Wait, okay, get the message out. Put this clip on Reddit. Tuesday, April 1st. We need a Discord channel. We need to put it on the put it in can we get this? Hi. Can we have a Discord channel in here for people to post their computer setups so I can review on stream on Tuesday, April 1st? Okay. I think they're just talking around me. They're calling math woke in general chat. But if you join the A Corp Discord and post your setup by 1 week from today, I will review it on stream. It'll be fun. And we'll put it in a tier list or something. That'll be fire. That'll be fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hey, sure, I've been watching for a few years on and off. Love your content, but where do you get most of the news or stuff you read? Make it up. It's all up here, Lion Lee. Make it up. I've always enjoyed reading, but I'm not sure how to find good and varied information to become knowledgeable about different topics. Smoke weed every fucking day. The problem is, if you're not smoking weed, then your ideas are going to be small. But if you smoke weed, I already answered this so many times, which is why it's not. I try to make a joke, but I read like FT, Bloomberg, NYT, Fortune as like a daily driver type beat, and then I read a lot of Substacks. I have a lot of Substacks from people who are in different industries that are like deep in them, and then I try to like take ideas from those and make them more palatable. And then honestly, I've been reading books more lately than I ever have, probably ever, maybe since I was young. This year has been actually a year of reading, which is kind of cool. I do my bed. Nerd, yeah, I mean it is kind of nerdy, but it's fucking based. I feel, I don't know, more conversationally confident in different situations, if that makes sense. Was your first book a scroll? Okay, I get it. I'm old. I get it. I'm old. The year of grift is going strong. What's this? What's this? Dude, this guy's a very funny account. Chase Passive Income. This guy's very funny account. This mini market pays me $1,700 a month or $17,000 a month in passive income. No, I don't own it. My trick is stealing all the food from the market and reselling it all on Facebook Marketplace. Based, dude. Based. Based. Okay, wait. Snack tier list. It's late at night. You're in a hotel. You're bored. You can get one snack from here. What do you get? You don't get a snack plus drink. So if you pick a drink, you don't get a snack. I drink the Windex. Okay. Okay. Let's not do that. The Dayquil makes them lean. That's fucking based. I feel like of these, isn't the right answer? Well, it depends. I see a clear 3-bomb. I see these fucking chips, these kettle chips, the Vickies, I think. Like the jalapeno or the salt and vinegar. Fire. Crispy, delicious. Bang. Or if you're feeling a little more, I don't know, who gives a shit, you go Doritos nacho cheese, which again is like decadent. You go Doritos nacho cheese. Or if you have the ability to toast it, you fuck around and go Pop-Tart. I feel like if it's late at night, Pop-Tart's going to hit. That would be my 3. I don't know which one. I'd depend on my mood, but I wouldn't pick anything other than one of those 3 if I had to go one. You toast your Pop-Tarts? That I've never understood cold Pop-Tart eaters. And I never will. There's a gap that we don't... I don't understand how you think a cold Pop-Tart tastes good. It doesn't taste good. It tastes shit. It tastes so much better warm. It's a form of self-care. Isn't it more of like a sign of depression? When you can't even get up to the kitchen to put it in the toaster, doesn't it feel like you've like hit a I think there's probably a strong correlation between cold Pop-Tart eating and depression. I think that's actually... Now, what I would say is sometimes the fucked up thing about Pop-Tarts is a normal toast cycle is too long. I don't know why they made them this way, but Pop-Tarts do not toast appropriately. If you put it in a toaster and let it wait till it's popped, it's always too long and it gets crispy. You don't want a crispy Pop-Tart. You want a warm Pop-Tart. A Pop-Tart really should only be in there for like a little splash. You heat it up, you get it, and then you want it to be soft and warm. Microwave? I've never tried it, but I trust it. I believe that could work. Because really, you just want a warm Pop-Tart. You want it to be warm and soft. And that's when it tastes fucking fuego. Toss that thing in boiling water. Why the fuck would I fill a pot of water and then boil it to fucking cook my Pop-Tart? What a joke. No, that sounds crazy. That sounds just... Is this tonight's content? All right, you're banned. You're fucking banned. That fucking tone? Who the fuck do you think you are? That fucking tone? Don't walk into a fucking conversation we're having and act like I need to fucking entertain you, bro. If it's... Go put on fucking Netflix, dude. There's a fucking show out there designed to keep your fucking brain busy while we discuss real matters on this stream. Like which snack you'd pick at a fucking hotel. No, don't you're a kindness to me. Get yourself some bacon, lettuce, tomato, and make yourself a Pop-Tart BLT. That's one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard. That sounds disgusting. That sounds horrible. That's such a terrible combination of flavors. British war food type shit? No. You see the vision? Let me just check it out right now. Pop-Tart BLT. Has anyone made this? Someone made a video. Wait, what?
Give me a B. Give me an L. Give me a T. What's that spell? Boo! Of course, we're using only the finest Pop-Tart flavors. And this one. Only psychopaths eat this one. And of course, it wouldn't be a Pop.
Wait, what? People don't like brown sugar cinnamon? That's like the goat flavor. Brown sugar cinnamon's like the goat. Maybe some days you're feeling like a strawberry or a blueberry. Maybe. Strawberry is fire. Blueberry is also fire on other days. Maybe. But I think in terms of the all-out, let's say S or A tier, the great Pop-Tarts, brown sugar cinnamon's on the pantheon. It's up there. It may not be Zeus, but it's like, Aries. It's up there. It's on the Pantheon. No, s'mores is not top tier. S'mores is you know what it is? This ain't my brain rot talking. I often have this thing where I need to justify something unhealthy being the healthier option. And like, so I look down on s'mores eaters because that's a dessert. And I'm eating the strawberry one or the brown sugar cinnamon one. And like, that's the healthy option. That's like my justification. And so like, I see s'mores and I think, gross, dude, come on, have some, it's a breakfast, not a fucking cake. And then I eat a brown sugar cinnamon where it's like a little bit more, I agree with everything you just said. We exist, all right? We exist.
This one. Only psychopaths eat this one. And of course it wouldn't be a Pop-Tart unless we toasted it first. Just look at the brown sugar one. Disgusting. Well, all right, it's time to party. That's a lot of mayo. That's way too much. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
No, dude, no.
A booyah. Starting with what I think will be the worst one, the brown sugar. Here we go. Well, that's downright awful, mostly because I can feel the brown sugar crystals crunching against my teeth. So this is a definite 1 out of 5. We'll go for broke and just eat the cherry one.
Cherry.
The cherry's a little better, but really not by much. I'll give that like a 2 out of 5. Come on, s'mores BLT, you're my only hope. And the s'mores BLT is the best one, but really not by that much. I'll be generous and give the s'mores BLT a 3 out of 5. They fall apart as soon as you bite into them, and the sweetness definitely overpowers the savoriness of a normal BLT.
Of course.
So I'm comfortable just averaging this out and giving this plate of garbage a 2 out of 5.
Bop, bop, bop.
Wow, that's just good YouTube. That's just good YouTube. I respect the research, but yeah, I don't think it he does a glizzy rating scale, which you gotta love. This is recent. This is 3 months ago. It has 115,000 views. Well, he makes all sorts of crazy food. What's his most popular? It's all sausages. What is a water sausage?
$27 on that lobster. You cook the water sausage. How come you didn't score the water sausage? You want me to cook the water sausage? I'm going to cook the water sausage. $30 on lobster tail.
Is that a condom?
This is what the people want to see. The water sausage. $45 I spend on lobster tail. Water and oil are the perfect combination with high heat. All right, let's
sausage
really
casing?
mess up my kitchen. I can't believe we actually pulled this off. It's the temperature of boiling water sausage. Here we go.
Is it just boiling water?
It basically tastes like a hot intestines. You know, hot stomach lining. So, yeah, a water sausage, 0 out of 5.
Bop, bop.
Cinema. Cinema. That's what YouTube's about, bro. This guy's the GOAT. This guy's the GOAT. Holy shit. That has more views than my Tesla video. Holy shit, mogged. Holy shit, that's goated. More effort too? I mean, possibly. I feel like he could make a thing about Tesla's valuation, but I couldn't do that. Okay, what about air sausage?
Exactly what do you think we're going to be accomplishing today? You made the air sausage, but you didn't taste it. Why didn't you? What do you think that the possible rating for air sausage could be? Use a little sausager's trick. Really, you turned a whole burrito into a sausage. That's fascinating. You know what? I will admit I had to have a change of pants after that one. Avenge your brother. Well, that's just a god-awful amount of oil. Take your Taco Bell sausage and shove it. I want to see the air that I breathe. That last one was on me. That was a sausage mistake. Third time's the charm. Against all odds, we managed to put a Sarah on this thing, so I just say we go ahead and try it.
Gross.
It tasted like breath of pig. 0 out of 5.
Actually, so gross. Actually, so gross. More. Okay, one more. The candy sausage.
We hosed it again.
It is just diabetes, dude. It's just...
You know, we're going to call that good enough.
God, it's so foul.
No.
That's so foul.
It's basically like the consistency of taffy now. You know, it's a surprisingly good flavor for, you know, what it turned out to be.
No.
I'm going to be bold on this one, and I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5.
Dude, that makes me want to throw up. Dude, actually, no, I don't want any more. That's disgusting. That's disgusting, dude. That's too foul. Let's watch House. Let's watch House MD. Let's watch House MD, bro. Let's watch House MD. Come on. Let's watch House MD. Please. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, we're on the last and final season of House. There's only a few episodes remaining. We've watched the whole thing with Twitch chat as it's gone completely off the rails. Nothing makes sense anymore. House MD Nights Poggies. But it's always fun to watch it with you guys. Now, it's worth noting that every time we watch House, we like to figure out what day the episode aired and what was going on in the world when that happened. When this episode aired that we're about to watch, we were in the depths of the Great Recession. Or just about to come out of it, actually. Just about to come out of the Great Recession. This would have been a great time to buy a house if you were, if you had money in 2011. Who was a child in 2011 who didn't have the foresight to take out a bank loan and buy a house? When this aired, the #1 song in America was this one.
So that you could have